Now, right now we have not loaded the data, so some of those options, as you know, may be disabled, but as and soon as we load the data, we will see more options available out here. So you can see first option is close and apply. If I do certain changes, I can go ahead and apply. Again, new sources, I can get the data out here. Enter data is the same option we have seen out there. Manage parameter is very specific to Power Query, we will be able to use by manage parameters. Then we have properties manage. Then these are the features we're going to use very quickly, like how many rows you want to tweak, you want to delete certain rows or you want to keep certain rows, you want to change the data site type. Sometimes what happens, you load an Excel sheet and Power Query is unable to detect the data types correctly, so it detect everything as text, and in that case you might actually see column 1, column 2, column 3, not the first row as the header, but you can push the first row as header. We will time and again may use replace values. Then there are options like merge queries and append queries. Merge queries like SQL, you actually query two tables, but here we can query two tables in visualization, but instead of querying two table, you want to merge and create a new table, you have merge option. Append, if you have same kind of table, let's say table A and table B are same, and I want to merge those together into a table C or into table A or table B, I have option to append queries. Combine files and all those we can do. We have transform data, under which we have various options, like you might have seen in the Excel also, like transpose row, reverse row. Then we have detect data type changes. If we feel the data type changes has been done and not all are detected, we can actually use detect data type. We have again replace value, fill. Now fill option is a very good option, like you might have seen in Excel. We have value and then few empty cells, we have value and then few empty cells, and we say fill down or fill up, same option is available here. Pivot column and unpivot column. So pivot column is where you basically have the rows, you want to convert them into columns, or unpivot is you have columns you want to convert back into the rows. Then we have convert to list, and all those options are also available here, which we will explore. Now add columns is creating custom column. Now add column is one option which is available both in Power Query as well as DAX for the import mode. In direct query mode, when we will also learn that there is a direct query mode, there is a import mode, and there is a live mode. Now in direct query mode also, columns are available but pretty restricted. What is direct query? Direct query means Power BI is not going to store the data, it is going to go back and query the database. In the import mode, Power BI is going to import the data. We are going to see a direct query example later, but first we will start with the import mode, and we are going to create some custom columns, and these are the new columns which are created in Power BI, and created columns will occupy space, and they are like physical table columns which are stored in Power BI. We will explore those options. Then in the view you will have like column quality, column distribution, and all those options we are going to explore. Then you have tools like for diagnosis and all those, and again the help section is available out here. So we will close this. So now to understand these options better, what we need to do is we need to load a file. Now what we have done is we have created one file for you for the initial data exploration. We will be providing you link for that file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to showcase you that file a little bit, and then once we showcase you that file, we will try to load that particular file in Power BI and see how can we do data analysis quickly. So this time we are going to do it pretty fast, but we will give you an overview, and then you will utilize that overview for further enhancing your skills in Power Query and DAX. So this is the Excel file which we have. This is a call center data. Now this call center data is one which we are going to showcase to you, and we're going to provide it to you. Now if you see here, we have field like serial number, name, date, city, country, talk time, ring time, hold time, wrap up time. Now what is talk time? Talk time is the time when you give a call to contact center, when you talk to them, that's the talk time. But what happens before you talk to them, there is a ring which goes, and if you might have heard that ring, that is the ring time. Then there is something known as hold time, like if the executive want to check some information, he might put you on the hold, that is the hold time. After your communication has been done with this contact center person, the contact person has to write down notes, and those notes are known as wrap up notes, and it requires certain times, and that is what we call the wrap time. Okay, then we have the customer information, the company information, and the issue type. Okay, And this data what we have done, we went to certain generators on the internet and generated this with couple of help from couple of generators. We've generated this data so that you have the feel of kind of a natural kind of a data out here. You can also go ahead and explore those tools. Just search for the data generators. You will get free access to 100 to 1000 rows, and you will be able to explore. Now what we have done here is to teach basics of data preparation. We have introduced some empty rows, and at the end we have also introduced some duplicate rows for you. So what you will see here is, if I scroll back out here, these rows are repeating. So what we have done is, we have done this so that we will teach you basics of data preparations, like how to clean up the data in Power BI. Now to do so, what we have to do is we have to import this file to Power BI. So for that, let me jump back to the Power BI, and we are going to see this file in Power BI, and then we are going to do a data preparation, the first step in our analyzing of data. So AI ML welcomes you for that. So let's jump back. So we are back inside AI ML welcomes you to this journey of Power BI, and now what we are going to do is we are going to import the data. We have an Excel sheet which has some data preparation step for you, for which you can try out and see how you can improve upon your data preparation skills. So the ways are, I can go to get data additional and go to the Excel. So Excel is option like available here and here. I'll click on directly the option Excel. I go to my location from where the file is available, and the call center data is the one which we are going to load out here. So let it load. And as soon as it load, you see that there is a worksheet available. I click on that worksheet, and please remember, if I click somewhere other than this checkbox, it's not going to be checked, so it's not going to be loaded. So please check on this checkbox. Under the checkbox you have options. Now if I would have loaded a text file, I would have got a data option for like formatting, like UTF-8 and all those, what kind of text for this is there. So UTF-8 or Western something is there, so that can be used. Now here we don't have that in Excel. It's based on the system setting. Now we have this data, we can preview it, like it looks fine to us or not. Some key rows would be shown. Now I can load the data. I can directly jump into the Power Query by clicking on transform data. Now first thing which we are going to do out here is going to load the data, look at the data, and then transform it. So we have data like you might have seen there also, serial number, name, date, city, country, etc. So all these columns have come. Now what we are going to do is click on load data and let it load. So what would happen now, you will see Power BI will pop up you as stuff and say data is loading, and while the data is loading you will also see this yellow message, there are pending changes. And once it is loaded, it will automatically go away. So right now you can see the back one has gone away, that pending changes, and then now it is just building it up into the Power BI. It's already loaded it. So let this pop-up go away. We will be able to see a table in the fields. Now we are able to see a table into the fields here, and we can click on that. And once we click on that, we will be able to see the columns inside it. And what we can do is we can actually validate the data type for each column. So if I click on the city out here, so first thing which you might have noticed, if I click on this table, I see the table tools. Okay, so table name, I can actually rename it here, or I can double click and rename it here. So let's call it call center. Okay, so or I could have double clicked here or rename it here. Okay, now so we have renamed it. Now let's jump to the city column. Now again, once I click, I can see column tools, and it is city, type text, format is text. The summarization is do not summarize, or for text I can have count and count listing. So it is good idea to have the default summarization whenever possible. If you don't want to summarize, it is another good idea to make sure that it is then, because in that case we will be able to make sure we develop quick visuals. And now the data could have category, like text data could have category like address, place, city, all these web URL and images and barcode. We are going to explore that. So in this one, now again company is very similar. it is again the text, so nothing much to do. But country is the one which is basically of type country. It is text, but we have to categorize it as a country. So we go ahead and click here and say this is actually a country, so that when we actually drag it, now what happens when I drag the text data type here in the visualization, you will see it will by default going to create a table. But as I marked it as a country, it will try to create a map. Now if the country name is clean enough and it is able to create a map, it will going to show you country. Now so that's what it's going to do.